So a lot of you are moving to New Lenox and you're not coming alone. You are bringing that family with you. In this video, we are going to go over the top 5 reasons that my family and I moved to New Lenox. Actually, I should say why my wife said we're moving to New Lenox. So in this video, I think it's going to be super helpful for you. So be sure to stick around to the end when I give you the number 1 reason why we moved here to New Lenox. So without further ado, let's go. So the first reason my wife and I decided to move our family out to New Lenox, not necessarily in order, 1 to 5, but just the main reason that really got us going here was the schooling. We were living in Crestwood, and the schools there are okay, but they're just not great. And we figured, well, by the time our kids ready for high school, we'd be sending them to either Brother Rice or Marist, and tuitions there are pretty crazy. You can be looking right now probably upwards of $10,000 to $12,000 a year just for high school. So Lincoln Way has schools that are actually academically better than those schools, and we're going to pay the property tax. We may as well enjoy the schools. So there are 12 grade school and junior highs in the New Lenox area, District 122. Niche.com gives them an A rating, which is pretty amazing. And also, getting you ready for the high schools, we have 3 high schools that service New Lenox. For the most part, you have Lincoln Way East, which only a little bit of New Lenox is going to be served by East, but then Lincoln Way Central and West, which Central is just right behind me outside that window, so I'm pretty local here. U.S. News and World Report has actually given all 3 of these high schools their highest rankings on their national list, as well as their state list. They've almost all in the top 50 in the entire state, so pretty impressive. There's also a couple of really good private school options here in New Lenox as well. We have Providence Catholic High School, also extremely highly rated. A lot of good things to be said about Providence. And if you have a younger kid, let's call it preschool all the way up to junior high, you can definitely send them to St. Jude Catholic Church. Even though I live here in New Lenox and they have these amazing schools, I find myself, my son is in St. Jude and loves it. Why is he in St. Jude? I'm talking all about these schools that are so great public. When the pandemic hit, the public schools were not letting the kids go to school. It was all e-learning. St. Jude was letting the kids still come in. So that was how that happened. And we just are really happy with St. Jude. So for the cost, it's definitely worth it for us for now to keep our son PJ in St. Jude. Okay, so the next reason that we moved to New Lenox was for the safe community that it is. It's a great place to raise a family. It is actually accredited by SafeCommunitiesAmerica.org as one of only around 20 in the whole country that have achieved this accreditation. So pretty impressive there. You've ever heard stories about people saying that they feel like they could leave the doors and windows unlocked in their houses. Well, I feel like that here. I can walk around wherever I want. I never feel like there's going to be any danger. I really just feel like it's a really great place to live. So in terms of my number, the second reason I'm on the list is just how safe I feel here. This is a wonderful place, and I think you guys might like it as well. The next reason we chose to move to New Lenox was for the ease of public transportation. There are 2 metro stations right here in town. One's on each end, so it's pretty convenient for either or. You have the Rock Island line, which will take you all the way down to the LaSalle Street stop, and then we have the Southwest Service line, if I could speak today, and that will take you right to Union Station. So I'll put a link down below so you can look that up on the Metro website. Also, we have an I-80 exit that is right off of Route 30. It's the Maple exit. That makes getting to and from pretty much anywhere you have to go pretty simple. And then just on the other side of town, again, we have the 355. So transportation to and from downtown is pretty simple living in New Lenox. So if you're a professional, young professional, any age professional for that matter, living in New Lenox, you can definitely get to and from work pretty simply. Also, the transportation, New Lenox is growing pretty rapidly. So you're going to find if you come out here, there's a lot of road construction. They are widening the streets. They're doing a lot of infrastructure just to make it fit all the new people coming here. So all good things moving forward from New Lenox and transportation. Let's move on to the next issue. All right, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. We have 2 reasons left, and this one I've been really excited for because it's always something my family looks forward to, is the Commons. Our Village Commons puts on so many events throughout the year that it'll make your head spin. It could be a Monday, a Tuesday, a Friday, a Saturday, or Sunday. There is usually something going on for you and your family, whether it's for your kids, whether it's a ladies' night out. I'm gonna run you through just a couple things that the Commons do for the village residents, but they don't discriminate. If you're from any other town, you come on out and have a good time with us. They do Christmas in the Commons. Right now, it's December. You wouldn't know it by looking at the green grass outside, but Christmas in the Commons, it is like a winter wonderland in our Village Commons area. We have the world's largest illuminated Santa Claus right in the Commons, professionally decorated, the whole circle. Probably check down this little clip I'll pop in the video so you can see. Me and my family go there every year. They have horse and carriage rides. They're giving out free hot chocolate. There's vendors. It's like a little Kris Kringle mart almost. Beautiful. Just a wonderful job. Food trucks, anything you could think of, they do. Really great. They have Santa there. This year they had Elsa, a couple other characters as well. They have the Grinch. You can have your kids take photos with. It's pretty cool. So moving on into the around the summer, they have, over this summer actually, it was pretty cool. They had a play date. So my son is 6 years old, and midsummer, these kids are going stir crazy. They haven't been with all their friends from school. So the village puts on a play date in the Commons where they get a bunch of bouncy houses. They have the water slide houses, food trucks. It was just face painting, magicians, making balloon animals and swords and all kinds of cool stuff. So they had a reptile petting and all kinds of stuff. So they do a ton of cool stuff for us. There is a ladies' night out. That's pretty cool for the ladies. I know my wife went and she had a really good time with that. Triple Play concert series. Our Mayor Balderman, started this, and I believe it was 2012, where he will get 2 or 3 really good acts. We're not talking a garage band here. Just this year, they had the Billy Idol, they had ZZ Top, they had the Bodines, they had Soul Asylum, and every year it's a different couple acts. What they do is they put on a concert, 3 of them, triple play, 3 of them every summer, and they let the new Lenox residents buy tickets first. Once that period's done, if there's any left over, then they let other people buy them from other towns and stuff. But always a good time. They are just doing so much for us, and we're really grateful for it. So if you are finding any value in this, please go ahead and subscribe below, ring the bell, and let's move on to the number 1 reason that we moved to New Lenox. It's the people. This is a small town. It's 15 square miles. Probably almost half of it is still farmland, so you really do still get that small town feel that I love. I love people with a lot of southern hospitality. I have a ton of friends down in Kentucky, and I'm not saying this feels like it's Kentucky, but man, the people here are just nice. I grew up in the city, and right around Chicago. I grew up in Alsip, which borders Chicago itself, and we can be a little short, and I'm that way too. So it's a real nice change of pace when everybody is just treating everybody well. Tons of small businesses taking care of each other. So really a great thing. Well, that's the end of this video. Check this one and this one and this one and this one for more.